Ben doesn't scare me, but I fucking love that more than anything in the world. It's the closest to like the Ben. Have you ever looked up the videos about Majora's Mask, the haunted Majora's Mask cartridge?
No.
Oh my god. Let me tell you everything.
Okay.
So one day somebody with like way too much fucking time on their hands like hacked into their like copy of Majora's Mask and like made up this whole story.
Of course.
So they go on like whatever forum. It wasn't Reddit, but it was like something from the way back, and like this is pretty old. And he's like, I just bought this copy of Majora's Mask at a garage sale, and it has this save file on it called Ben, and I just load it up, and the first thing that happens is that Link is on fire. And Link immediately dies. I don't think that's exactly like the first thing that happens when he first opens the files. It's been a really long time since I like read this quote unquote story and read the videos, but it's a lot of creepy stuff where it's basically the story is this save file called Ben is haunted. And, the child Ben drowned in an accident or something like that. So when you load up this Ben file, it's really creepy. So they take the Song of Healing and play it backwards. And then there's like a weird statue that keeps following you. And it sounds really silly the way I say it, but like when you actually watch the videos, especially if it's like 3 a.m, they're really effective.
Well, there we go. It's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. Well, that's when I first watched them, and I mean, I knew it was a hoax, like, obviously.
Yeah.
If there was, like, a fucking haunted video game cartridge out there, nobody would, like, be posting about it on a forum. You'd be dead.
Yeah.
You'd be dead. The ghost would kill you. But it's just it's one of my favorite stories, I guess, because really effective horror finds something that we're all a little bit afraid of anyway, like Five Nights at Freddy's. We were all a little bit afraid of the Chuck E. Cheese. No! I mean, we are all a little bit afraid of old people in general, and that could be exploited, but this was like a escaped convict or escaped mental hospital narrative that's a whole nother bag of worms. But yeah, like really good horror. That's why Stephen King's It resonates with so many people, because everyone's already a little bit afraid of clowns. So when you find something that people are a little bit afraid of, and like you exploit it and make a story out of it, it's like one of my favorite things.
Right.
And I feel like the Ben story exploits my fear of like glitches and weird things that happen in games, and like pairs it with supernatural. I don't know how many other people are creeped out by that kind of like potential. But I always thought Ben was really cool. Cool story, me.
Alright.
Whee! What the fuck? Where'd you go?
I went there.
That was a glitch! I'm scared!
We stayed on topic. I'm trying to think if I've ever like come across anything in like my... Don't think I have, but... Good story.
Alright.
Keep that in.
You're only afraid of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever seen you be scared of.
Right. No, I was trying to think if like I've ever like encountered a glitch in a game. That was like a good time.
Oh my god, my favorite glitch that ever happened. So I had the PC version of Final Fantasy VII that was super glitchy.
So yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I would be screaming at it.
Oh yeah, I'm remembering what I'm thinking of now. Everyone saw the Brothers video.
Who?
What is happening?
No, he's stuck!
Oh no! What did we do?
No, so I had a copy of Final Fantasy VII, and in some PC copies of Final Fantasy VII, during Aeris's death scene, which, in retrospect, as an adult person, is already funny.
Right.
As a 14-year-old, it was very emotionally draining.
She was my healer.
She was my healer, and Cloud was supposed to be with her forever, but she fucking died. She peaced out, and that's not supposed to happen in a video game. That's crazy. If you have Vincent in your party when Aeris dies, and he goes to give Aeris like a little hug or whatever, in some PC versions, his leg would be sticking out and his cape would be going haywire. You can look it up online.
Good.
It was always really funny. Like, I was really horrified the first time I saw it happen, because I went through this fucking death scene playing it over and over and over again with every single character just to see how they reacted to Eris's death, because I was 14. But so I played with Vincent and saw this happen and was just horrified and angry, a little bit afraid because I didn't know what was happening because it was a glitch, and I'm afraid of glitches. He was supposed to give, like, Eris a beautiful eulogy, but he can't because his leg is sticking out and he looks silly.
Yep.
But the more I played it, the more I was like, this is hilarious.
Right.
Vincent, what's up? Vincent, you okay? Oh, Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Do you have any plans?
No, but he did a thing called Scary Face, and he made like a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, sure. Okay, that's
Halloween.
I thought you were just commenting on current events.
I do want to go to Soap Factory Horror House. Carolyn wants to go.
Okay. I'm sure you'll have fun.
I'm not going to that.
Nope.
You're afraid of Five Nights at Freddy's and real life horror houses.
Well, like, I just don't want.
Scared? Scared? You scared? You scared?
That's a loaded question. Loaded question.
You scared of it? Are you scared of the Salt Factory haunted basement? You scared? You scared? It's super scary.
I hate this place. I hate this place so much. You're just elongating the game for no reason.
I know.
There's a better thing to do.
I know, baby. I know.
Now I have to go find another fucking Mewtwo.
Another Mewtwo?
Well, there's the Mewtwo statues.
Oh.
This is like a weird Mewtwo shrine. Oh, there's a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, there it is.
I saw someone on Facebook call a jack-o'-lantern a pumpkin luminary.
Asshole, what the fuck?
Fuck you!
What the fuck?
You're not better than the rest of us. Just call it a fucking jack-o'-lantern.
Girl!
You sack of shit.
I can't.
Game hates you.
Fucked up. I have so much to say.
Pumpkin luminary.
Who was this person? Describe them to me.
It's a former coworker, and not like a coworker I made former, like someone who like left a couple years ago that I still haven't hit on Facebook because, you know, I'm about that life.
Sometimes you forget.
Also, I like learning about people.
Huh.
But like she linked to something on Pinterest.
Oh,
and to be fair, it was like a carving of Starry Night. So I guess you don't want to call it a Starry Night jack-o'-lantern, but at the same time, you gotta call it a Starry Night jack-o'-lantern.
You gotta do that.
You gotta do that.
If you're going to fucking go full hog and carve Starry Night into your jack-o'-lantern, like you gotta understand.
This Vulpix knows flamethrower.
Apparently.
But it's okay because the stakes are so low. Yeah, let's use the next Pokemon. Fuck it. What's good, Adele?
You can't use that phrase anymore. It means too much. There's too much history behind it. My Tumblr after that happened. Recap for those of you who are not into pop culture and what.
Who, like most of the world, do not watch the VMAs.
Dear straight men. So during the VMAs, now let's go back. Let's roll it back. All right.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj's video for Anaconda was not nominated for Video of the Year. Nicki went to Twitter and talked about how other very thin, skinny white girls have made very sexual videos that were nominated for Best Video of the Year, and how much cultural impact the Anaconda video and song had. It was everywhere. It was everywhere for a while. And she wasn't trying to be a little bitch. Like, I don't really think Nicki Minaj...
Well, yeah, she was coming from a justified place.
Yes. I got what she was saying.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Taylor Swift gets offended.
Which I personally related to, because how many times have I been offended by something I thought someone was saying about me? Like, that happens every day.
Right.
Real talk, kind of why I left Target.
Right. And, like, the thing about celebrities is that they're just, like, humans, but now they're humans with, like, Twitter accounts.
Yeah.
So it's, like, things like this is happening over and over again. So, like, whatever, Taylor reacted in public, which she shouldn't have done at all, and is, like, calling Nicki on insulting her, and Taylor was like, I wasn't really talking about you at all, but thanks for your input, and, like, everything's fine.
Yeah. Like, they reached détente.
Yeah, they're still friends.
Yeah.
They performed together on the VMAs to show that there is no...
animosity.
Bad blood. So...
I fucking trained the Jigglypuffs for 8 hours. I volunteered to be here so you could steal my bit of making terrible puns. What should I do in this situation?
So...
Fuck damn it.
The night before... Not the night before, but... a few days before the VMAs air, Miley
Would
Cyrus...
you say 15 days before the VMAs aired?
I don't get that
That's
one.
a Taylor Swift song.
Anyway.
It's about losing your virginity.
Is it? Because it probably is. Miley Cyrus does an interview, and she says... She basically says that Nicki was being too butthurt over not getting a nomination, and that her trying to pretend that this was about a race conversation was ridiculous, because if she really wanted to have a race conversation, there are plenty of other venues to get this done, and it doesn't need to get done on Twitter.
And if someone would know about getting a race conversation started...
it would be Miley Cyrus! So, Miley... everyone has mixed feelings on Miley, 'cause she's cool, like, I would chill with her, but she's also super, like, privileged and stupid and, like, rich and doesn't understand how the world works, so... Miley was opening her mouth and saying dumb things. Now, the VMAs air. Nicki Minaj gets on stage, she wins an award, I'm not even really sure what for, it doesn't matter.
Best hip-hop video.
Doesn't matter.
Sure,
Does not even matter. She gets on stage, she's smiling, she's so happy. She says, I would like to thank my preacher
Yep.
for preaching something. She thanks somebody else before that.
Right.
Thanks her preacher. And then she goes, and now... and then you can see her think. You can see anger show up in her eyes. You can see how frustrated this woman has been.
Yep.
With how misconstrued her tweets were about why she was upset that she didn't get nominated for Anaconda, and the conversation she was trying to start got pushed way out of bounds. You can see it in her eyes and her face. And she's not sure if this is a good idea, but she knows she's going for it.
Yep.
It's as if something has possessed her and is making her talk something stronger than Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj just gotta take a back seat to Nicki Minaj and let Nicki Minaj talk right now. And then she says, back to... And then there's another pause.
This exact enunciation.
There's another pause, and she thinks. But she knows her heart's gonna go for it. This is not a time for the brain. This bitch who had a lot to say about me in the press the other day. Marley, what's good? There's a fan cam of Miley looking really confused. And then they go back to... So you see that on the internet. You see the confused face. But, like, it happens. And you go back to Nicki on the actual show, and you see her mouth. Like, they've turned the microphone off on her. And you see her looking at Miley and pointing and going, like, Miley, what's good? What's good, bitch? Like, she gets, walked away.
Yep.
There's another moment that I want to point out that I think is really important to everything that's happening.
Okay.
Miss Rebel Wilson is behind Nicki Minaj this entire time.
Okay. Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. Of Pitch Perfect 2
Yes,
fame.
okay.
Fat Amy.
Yes, I know. I just had to make sure you were saying Rebel Wilson.
It was.
Okay.
Rebel Wilson.
Thank you.
She's behind Nicki Minaj this whole time. And when Nicki says, Miley, what's good? She makes the perfect, oh shit, Meryl face. It's the best thing. So basically the day after that happened, I was just, everything, all my life was, Nicki Minaj saying, Miley, what's good? It was an important moment for me and for America. There's a kid that, made a clock and then got arrested and, whatever, but, Nicki Minaj said, Miley, what's good?